destination match. He told me he had been doing some scouting. He had a little background information on Madison Rayne. You heard David Penzer, our esteemed and steamed ring announcer, talk about Madison Rayne from Seattle, Washington. Art tells me originally, however, from the state of Ohio. Been wrestling about 3 years now, making her way up the ladder, and finally an opportunity.
I think this professor thing's just a gimmick, and you're getting all your info from Art Goldfarb.
Well, I'm not going to deny that. If you look around ringside, you might see Art always in attendance here, strictly just for the explosion.
I see Art Goldfarb right now talking into something, and I think you have an earpiece, and he's giving you information as we go.
Hardcore Knockout Roxy to provide the competition for Madison Rayne this week. DW, looking ahead to Destination X on March the 15th, our next big TNA live exclusive pay-per-view event as we see Roxy explode, drop Madison Rayne with a clothesline, and then follow up. High hip toss takeover.
I'll tell you what, though, how about the intrigue going into Destination X? Not only because we get to see the return of Ultimate X, and we'll talk about that, but this situation that's going on right now between the Icon Sting and Kurt Angle is one of the most intriguing, one of the most bizarre, one of the most just raucous,
compelling.
It's just unbelievable, Mike, today, what's going on between these two men.
Basically, right before our very eyes, we have watched the main event Mafia implode, DW, especially because of the relationship between Sting and Angle going south. Here's Madison Rayne with the cover after the boot. Slick Johnson down to count 2.
I'll tell you what, it's just, and I'm going to tell you what's happening here. You see the situation changing. Kurt Angle has always been the leader of the main event Mafia, but Kurt Angle is so obsessed with Sting right now. Kurt Angle is so out of control that I'm telling you, I'm starting to see different looks from Booker T and Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash. I think they're wondering what's going on. And let's face it, when they're all together, when all 5 of those are on the same page, they're one hand. They are absolutely incredible. Now, you're seeing some chinks in the armor.
Make a great point. Almost a case when it comes to Booker, Nash, and Steiner that they have to choose sides between either Angle or Sting. It's pretty tough to stay neutral because Angle and Sting are really so far apart.
I'll tell you, we talked about Destination X March 15th, and it is the return of Ultimate X. It is the most innovative match in TNA history. It's one of those matches that every single time you see something different, and it's just so fun to have it, and you hold your breath sometimes because you don't know what's going to happen, but it is exciting, Mike.
Off the clothesline, Madison going to go for the pin. Roxy able to get that shoulder roll just before 3. Talked to Jim Cornette earlier today, representing TNA management as Madison goes right back for another pin attempt. According to Mr. Cornette, the Ultimate X match, the X Division Championship, is going to be at stake.
At Ultimate X?
At Ultimate X.
At Destination X during Ultimate X.
It's a lot of X's, isn't it?
That's a lot of, it is, but you know what, that's great because that means there's going to be a lot of people involved, which will make that match even more exciting. Madison Rayne taking control here of Roxy, but Roxy gets a shoulder up at the last second. New hairdo for Roxy there.
Kind of like that look. What do you think?
It's different. It's unique. I haven't decided yet.
Check out Madison Rayne going high risk, headed up to the top. Now perched up on top, gets her balance, sets, and as she comes right down, Roxy tried to roll out of the way, but instead Madison Rayne clipped her on the way down.
I'll tell you what, you can see Roxy there. It was one of those moves where, yes, she missed it, but she still did damage at the same time. Roxy trying to get to her feet as both of these are struggling. Roxy, though, looks like she's got their feet first, but you got to wonder how badly she's damaging. Rayne misses, and there's a shot by Roxy.
Forearm shot followed by another and another and yet another. Going to wind up in discus style. Drop her right down, and there's a good double-handed sledge.
Well, the hardcore knockout here is taking control. And, oh, man! That was vicious. 1, 2. No. Unbelievable. I thought she had it.
Look of disbelief across the face of Roxy. Almost a fall-away style slam. Tossed her overhead. Madison still survives for the moment. See if Roxy can put her away here. Vicious shot to the back. Jawbreaker, however, stops the offense of the hardcore knockout, but she's right back at her. Watch the crucifix. Oh, roll through here. Madison Rayne's got the trunks, but still can't put her away.
I'll tell you what, though, Roxy, that was so close. You just had to let your momentum keep you going. Here she goes, going for that voodoo drop. Gets connect.
Madison Rayne up.
Oh, just toying with her here.
Walker around the ring, and Madison Rayne straight down.
1, 2, done.
Here's the winner of the hardcore knockout, Whoopsie!
In addition to Ultimate X Division Championship on the line, we also know at Destination X, Awesome Kong, the TNA Knockout Champions, got a new #1 contender, Sojourner Bolt from the Contra.